What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Cave Crave video. We're going to explore another cave. Probably gonna do one of these four. Let's exclude this one. This one's not as fun as the others. This one's pretty big. We could include it. This one isn't one slide, it's a big lie. It's way too dirty. Like, I touched the floor one time. There's dirt all over my hands. I'll probably do the Grand Mall. We're gonna be exploring Grand Mall. Now I need to experiment some things. I already beat this. But we're gonna be beating it again. I don't know why people say it's hard.
Mr. Hollis, I'm Mary Carr, World Caving Association. We have an emergency. A Newcomb earthquake damaged their nuclear power plant, and there's a leak of heavy water. People are worried about the safety of their drinking water, so we need to test it fast. But our regular team isn't available. Would you be able to help?
What if the regular team was working on that nuclear plant as it exploded?
Thank you for getting here so fast. We need to collect water samples from different heights in the cave. You'll need a rope and a water sampler. Pick them up. Good. To learn the rope basics, reach the piton at the tunnel's end. Reach behind your head and hold grip to pull out the rope. Hold trigger to open the carabiner and attach it to the piton. Use the right thumbstick up or down to ascend or descend.
Okay.
To get off the rope, just push trigger close to your chest. Okay, you're good to go, I guess. Collect 6 water samples starting from the upper shaft branches. We need to minimize your time at the very bottom, because if the water's really radiated, down there will be worse.
Now that's a powerful battery.
Okay, I'm gonna teach you guys some of my techniques and how to play the game. So if you're not new and you know how to, let's do all that, then skip to the timestamp right here. Somewhere around here. Should be in a circle. For drawing, very simple. Just press trigger for the chalk. You have to hold it. For spray paint, you should click trigger twice. You don't have to hold it or it's going to be annoying to draw. You don't have to be like that. No, you can stop holding it and draw how you want to. And to change colors, it's the thumbstick on the hand you're drawing on, I think. Wait. No, it's this hand. Your right hand. To change colors. So usually you only have black and white, and it's not this color. It's more of a like black, white. It's just because I bought a DLC, the art pack, right here, where you get multiple colors. And that's the drawing. The drawing's done with. For pitons, it's normal. You smash it in, no hammer. That's only for rocks, which I'll teach you later in Moss Lump. Oh, where's the slide? And for stalagmite, no, you don't do this. I've seen a lot of people do this. You get your pitons are your top buttons. For your hammer, it's the bottom button of your right controller, which is A. You just hit it. Tip the stalagmite. That's done with the stalagmite. Now, if you're caving without pitons, you'll most likely get your hands dirty. So, eventually, your hands will be very dirty, and when gripping them to terrain, you will normally slip. So, kinda, if I didn't have this rope on, I'm holding on, I have too much dirt, I fall and I die. While with the rope, might as well teach you how to use it. Reach behind your head to get this. You have to attach it onto a piton that's already implanted, but you do have to be holding trigger to open it. And then, same as changing color, this joystick, up to reel you in, and down to make the rope longer. Up to reel you in, down to go deeper. Now, a lot of people don't know that you can crawl and stand. And if you don't want to watch this whole thing, you can look here, where it doesn't really tell you how to do a couple of things. Yeah, it's this joystick. No, not the joystick. Yeah, the joystick, thumbstick. The one how you move, click on it. So, you'd assume you usually move around like this. No, standing is faster, as you can see. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. It's way faster if you kind of lunge yourself over there. But yeah, onto caving. Oh yeah, if your hands are dirty, you will slip off to get this. Oh yeah, so if you have an item, you can grab it with the other if you don't want it in there. You will have to hold it though, instead of normally just pressing. And this is the scrubber. It's the bottom button of left controller, also known as X. Great, I'm clean now. There's also these if you don't want to use pitons. If you're not tall, too tall, you can throw yourself. And it takes a little bit of practice. But if there's none of those, you can just... I was trying to show a fool. Throw yourself up, put a piton. Throw yourself up, put a piton. It catches you instead of you having to do this. It's kind of how I also climb. I die sometimes. Like that. It's pretty efficient. Okay, and then there's these spikes at the middle. For the light, it's usually all around your screen. But if you know what tunnel vision is, yeah, it's kind of what you have, but... No, it's kind of what you can have for It's like a trade. It's like a... Okay, yeah, it is a trade though, so... Look, I can't see down there. Put my hand near my head. Hold trigger. Bring it out. Now I can see over there. If I wanted to draw real quick, maybe some directions. Now I'm here. Do I want to fall? No. So I'll play here just in case I fall. Now I can draw freely. And if you're a fossil collector, like a couple of players, including myself, there's something called infrared mode. I recommend not using it with paintings unless you're creating an illusion. Which I don't know how you could. I see how you could. Oh yeah, I really see how you could. That's cool. But it'll make certain items shine. You just have to go near your head, press trigger. Also, an issue that people are experiencing when they're caving, they accidentally press trigger while like here. and they're trapped in some kind of motion. Not motion, but trapped in this mode. As you can see, that's a fossil. If you want to mess with it, you can. If you want to collect it, it's a collectible. Put it near your chest. Collect. Now, to do the objective, you just go near any body of water. Pull trigger. Now, me personally, I did all the stories in order. I recommend you do the story mode before jumping into multiplayer. Probably not the best option to jump right into multiplayer, since you don't really know much. I say you practice up until Devil's Guts, then you can play a little bit of multiplayer, I'd say. It's not my choice, it's just a suggestion. Yeah, because, you know, you don't want people dating you, I guess. Yeah. And to descent, it's kind of like how I climb. It's a bit faster. Not like that. You have to make sure you have a piton in your hand. Go down. And then place a piton. So, kinda just... It's hard to know when you're gonna pull it off if you don't use the headlamp. So if you do use the headlamp, chances of death are a bit slimmer. I'm pretty sure there's a battery at the bottom, and it's much more powerful since there's more radioactivity near the bottom. I don't know what that does though. I'm pretty sure it's the radioactivity at the bottom isn't interactable currently. My battery is going down the same. Now this is just the one from the top. I think there's some kind of water. Body of water, yeah. I don't think it matters where you get the water. I just recommend you go to the bottom to explore. If you want to see how much, how deep you are, you could look at your watch. This is how deep. So if I go up a little bit, but it's where your hand is. Look, I'm standing still. Wait, standing still. Put my arm down. It goes to 256. Gives it up, 245. So you'd more try to balance it near the middle so it's not off by like a couple feet. That is if you care about rounding it to the nearest. So the Grandma Cave, which is this one, is named after the maw, which is the throat of the human. It's called the Grandma because grand, meaning 1000, simply usually means like greatest or best or large. Usually large, and I'm pretty sure that's what this means. As it is just one big hole down with many caves on the sides, which is kind of what you explore to find water. And the Grandma, yeah, it's kind of the basics of the Grandma. This whole video is kind of just meant to be a tutorial for new players. But I will be exploring the Grandma a bit. So, if you don't want spoilers, I recommend you probably click off the video. Unless you don't really care. I mean, there's not really too many spoilers I can give other than how the cave is. Only reason I would say it's a spoilers because this is story mode and not free roam. Usually free roam wouldn't give you too many spoilers other than how the cave is. But yeah. That's about it. Ah!